Good day, everyone. My name is Arnie C. Obengsha. In today's digital world, proper online behavior, known as netiquette, is essential for maintaining respectful and effective communication. However, many people still commit netiquette violations, such as spreading misinformation using offensive language or ignoring online courtesy rules. This report aims to analyze common netiquette violations, understand their impact on online interactions, and propose solutions to promote a safer and more respectful digital environment. By addressing these issues, we can help create a positive online community where everyone communicates responsibly. Now we proceed to the 10 rules of netiquette. Number 1, remember the human. Communicate with empathy, avoid harsh language. Number 2, adhere to real life standards. Behave ethically, don't break laws online. Number 3, know where you are. Adapt communication to the platform and formal email versus casual chat. Number 4, respect others' time and bandwidth. Be concise. Avoid spamming files without permission. Number 5, make yourself look good. Proofread, use proper grammar and spelling. Number 6, share expertise, help others constructively. Number 7, keep disagreements civil. Debate ideas, not people, to flaming or trolling. Number 8, respect privacy. Don't share others' personal information without consent. Number 9, don't abuse power. Avoid exploiting authority or technical skills. Number 10, be forgiving. Assume good intent, give others the benefit of the doubt. That's all, everyone. So now we proceed to the scenario.
Asan na ba nakalagay yung printer paper? Kanina pa ako naghahanap, kailangan na kailangan ko na. Mag-email na lang kaya ako sa mga urgents. Total, di ko naman alam kung saan nakalagay. Sinong urgents to? Papel lang sa printer? Next time, Arnie, itanong mo na lang sa office staff. Ay, sorry. Hindi ko kasi alam kung saan nakalagay yung printer paper. Sakto need ko na kasi kaya nag-email na lang ako.
Arnie sends an email to the entire department, 50 plus people with the subject help needed now. The body reads, does anyone know where the printer paper is kept? For the violation of first scenario, Arnie spammed the whole department with a trivial request. What Arnie did was not appropriate and necessary. Not only her email, or I would say spam is not important, but also she disturbed the whole department for spamming. For the core rules broken is rule number 3 and rule number 4. For rule number 3, know where you are. Adapt communication to the platform. Email is meant to be formal, so spamming violates basic rules. If you disturb and spam people using email, it is considered as unprofessional and disrespectful. Rule 4, respect others' time and bandwidth. Sending unnecessary messages or disturbing the people who have their own time and attention is a sign of disrespect to your fellow human. So how are we going to have a better response for this? Arnie should email only the supply staff or check the supply area directly instead of disturbing the whole department with an unnecessary mass email. Spam emails makes people stop from what they're doing, so going directly to the supply area is right, so you don't have to disturb your coworkmates.
Hala, kailangan ko tong ipasa sa 10 kong mga kakilala. Baka may mangyari sa akin hindi maganda. Ano to? Chain letter galing kay Zay? Bakit siya naniniwala sa mga ganito? Ang dami niyang nangiistorbo. Hays.
Scenario 2. The chain letter forward. The netiquette violation is say forwarded a spam chain letter to professors, family, and classmates. Sending spam chain letter is a netiquette violation because it can disrupt communication, waste time, and be seen as disrespectful, especially when it's sent to a professional contacts. The core rules are: Rule 3. Know where you are. Say misuse the email platform by sending spam. Rule 4. Respect time and bandwidth. Say wasted the recipient's time with the unnecessary emails. Rule number 5. Make yourself look good. Compromise credibility by spreading spam. And the better response is, some should delete the chain email and be careful next time to prevent misinformation spread, and inform peers of spam if necessary, and report it to IT or the email provider.
Post ko nga to. Rarami likes ko neto pag pinost ko. Ha? Ano to? Zay, bakit mo pinost yun? Hindi ba privacy ko yun? Privacy namin yun? Pinost mo yung joke namin sa GC. Para saan? Para dumami yung likes mo? Ha? Ano to? Zay, bakit mo pinost yun? Hindi ba privacy ko yun? Privacy namin yun? Pinost mo yung joke namin sa GC. Para saan? Para dumami yung likes mo?
Scenario 3. The conversation leak. The netiquette violation is PB posted a screenshot of a private group chat on social media. Posting a screenshot of a private group chat on social media is a netiquette violation because it's invalidating privacy and may cause mistrust and conflict. The core rules broken are: Rule 8. Respect privacy. PB violated the privacy of conversation participants. Remember the human. She ignored the human involved. Rule 2. Adhere to real-life standards. Failed to maintain the confidentiality of the conversation. And the better response is, PB should have respected the confidentiality of the private conversation and ask permission before sharing or posting it online.
Bakit hindi nag-aambag sa group si Arnie? Samantalang kami hirap na tapos siya puro pasarap lang. Di pwede to. Post ko nga to sa FB para matauhan siya. Ano to? Nakakahiya naman. Hindi nila alam pinagdaanan ko. Bakit kailangan pa nila akong i-post? Nakakahiya na pumasok.
Scenario 4. In Scenario 4, bakit nga ba nalabag ng rules? The rules here is remember the human. Hindi man lang inisip ni Arnie na may nakakamdaman si Zay. Imbis na intindihin niya, pinahiya niya pa ito sa public. And the other rules is Rule 10, be forgiving. Hindi binigyan ni Arnie ng pagkakataon si Zay na magpaliwanag ng side niya. And bakit nga ba dapat gawin yung suggestion action? Dahil mas poprotektahan nito ang dignity ni Zay at maiwasan ang public embarrassment. In Scenario 5, the inappropriate comment. Bakit nga ba nalabag? The rules here is the Rule 1, remember the human. Hindi na respeto ang feelings nila Shana at Maria dahil ginawa silang katatawanan. And Rule 7, keep disagreement civil. Pwede namang hindi na lang mang-insulto. Hindi na lang sumang-ayon sa sinabi nila Shana at Maria. Bakit ba mas okay ang gawin yung suggested action dahil hindi ito makakasakit ng damdamin and nagpapakita din ito ng pagrespeto. Nagbibigay din ito ng healthy at support on online environment.
Pwede na to. Ano sa palagay mo, Zay? Pwede na, no? Bakit maraming mga taong ganito? Dapat pala, hindi na tayo nag-share ng story natin. Okay lang yan, Bes. Ang mahalaga, kilala natin ang isa't isa.
In scenario 5, the inappropriate comment. Bakit nga ba nalabag? The rules here is the rule 1. Remember the human. Hindi na respeto ang feelings nila Shana at Maria dahil ginawa silang katatawanan. And rule 7. Keep disagreement civil. Pwede namang hindi na lang insulto. Hindi na lang sumang-ayon sa sinabi nila Shana at Maria. Bakit ba mas okay ang gawin yung suggested action? Dahil hindi ito makakasakit ng damdamin and nagpapakita din ito ng pagrespeto. Nagbibigay din ito ng healthy at support on online environment.
Which scenario was difficult to judge and why? The scenario that was difficult to judge was scenario 4. The way Zay post about how Arnie did not contribute to the group is valid. However, she should have approached properly and acknowledged why Arnie is not helping them. On the other side, Zay could have informed her team about the condition she has so that her team could find an easier way for her to contribute.